Hello, I'm the Budget Modder and this is episode 9 of my Suyata, Fokker DR.1 and Red Baron build. If you're watching this, then please subscribe to my channel, give the video a like, leave a comment and ring my bell. That'd be brilliant. Thank you. Firstly, a quick bit of waffle. This month, December 2022, I'll be doing some live shows, a buddy build. I'm doing this with my good friend Malcolm Childs, who is the founder and chairperson of Models for Heroes, an organisation that I'm heavily involved with. We'll be finishing off our F4Us and chatting about all sorts, Models for Heroes, modelling, mental health, to name but a few. So please come and join us from 1100 on the 6th of December 2022. There we go, that's the waffle over. Now onto the modelling. Here I'm doing all the silver bits on the figure. So, without further ado, let's crank up the speedy uppy thing and crack on! There we go, that's the silver done. Now, onto the leather. I'm using my favourite leather colour here, even though it says wood grain on the bottle. It's Vallejo 70.828 wood grain. Right, let's get this done, shall we? That's the jacket and boots sorted, and I'm really delighted with it. It's brilliant. Anyway, next up, a bit of dry brushing on the jacket collar to bring out the fur effect. I'm using Tamiya XF60 dark yellow and a thin makeup brush to apply the paint. Dip the brush in the paint, get rid of as much excess as you can, and then give it a light brush, just like this. There we go, that's the dry brushing done. That didn't take long, did it? Next up, we'll paint his blue max. So, here we go with that. There we go, that's done. Now for some niff-naff and trivia to do. We'll be doing straps, buttons in XF60, then the red edging in Dathomir Skies Red. So, let's get those cracked. There we go, that's that done. I also touched up some of the black using Tamiya XF85 Rubber Black. Next, I'm going to try these skin colour paints out. They're from scale 75 and they come with instructions. What could possibly go wrong? Let's see. There we go, that's his face and hands done, so we can pop him to one side and allow him to dry. Next up, we're going back to that little Fokker. We'll be gluing the tail on and then threading all the rigging lines on the tail, so let's get our eyes on and get this sorted. That's all those rigging lines done, glued in with super glue. Now for some test fitting. We'll be test fitting the undercar, the mid wings and the upper wings, just to check fitment at the moment, so here we go with that. There we go, they're all looking really good. So let's get these mid wings and the struts glued in place. There we go, that's those tinkers glued in place. So we'll pop those to one side, let them set. Next up we have Snoopy. He needs a little bit of fettling, so let's get him sorted, shall we? there's the fettling done on Snoopy. We'll pop him to one side, let him dry. Now for the front of Snoopy's kennel. With 3D printed Snoopy's name, we'll glue some coffee stirrers together and then glue that name on those. So let's crack on with that. There we go, that's his name on the front of the kennel. Let's pop that to one side, move back to that little Fokker. Here we're going to give the white parts, according to the instructions, a coat of flat white. So here we go with that. Right, we need to put that to one side so it can dry. Now, here's the head. I cocked up again. I added a little bit of flow aid, a bit of paint retarder, but I added too much and the bloody paint took longer to dry than I realised. Stuck my paws on the paint and it came off. So I've had to carefully wipe the paint away. So, take two on painting the face. That's take two done, and as if by magic we can go straight to take three. That is take three done and popped to one side. Yep, you guessed it, it needs to dry. Now for the mid-wings. Earlier they seemed okay, but coming back to them I realised they weren't seated as well as they could be. So, with a judicious amount of homebrew extra thin glue, I managed to get them seated better, just like this. Right, I'm happy with the way the wings are now seated. I like that, it looks a lot better. Next we need to paint the harness. So I'm using Tamiya XF78 wooden deck tan. Let's get that sorted. There we go, that's the harness sorted. Next up, another coat of white for those white areas. Let's get those cracked. there we go, that's the white bits done for the moment. Next up we'll be fitting the undercar. We'll be cleaning off the connecting joints, test fitting, then once we're happy we'll get them fitted. So let's crack on. Well, there she is on her own 3 feet. Well, 2 wheels and a tail skid. Now it's time to clean up my mess. Yeah, I caught the wet white with my paws. I knew I should have waited, but hey ho, keen and eager and all that malarkey. So let's get this cleaned up. Okay, so there we have all the white cleaned up. I'm happy. Now I'm going to finish the rigging on the upper wing. Break the aileron, fix the aileron, finish gluing the rigging. Here we go with that. There we have the rigging on the upper wing done, and you're all up to speed now. The next video with this will be in the new year. As I've already said, Malcolm and I are doing a buddy build, so come and join us on the 6th of December from 1200 now. Ignore the 1100 at the start, Malcolm's told me it's changed. Anywho, this seems like a good a place as any to end, so thank you for watching episode 9. If you want to see what happens in episode 10, please subscribe to my channel, help it grow, like the video, leave a comment and ring my bell. Remember folks, stay safe, keep on modelling.